What's up guys, hope you're doing well. In this video I'll show you how to make my rice, alright? How I make my rice, jasmine white rice. So today is refeed day and oh my god, I can't wait to eat all those carbs and all that rice. And so many people mess up their rice and they screw it up. Especially my brother and even me actually, I used to mess it up. So I'll show you guys how I make it. If you didn't know, I used to be a cook, so well, I studied cooking and worked in kitchens for a little while. I actually miss it. I'm thinking of going back there. But I'll show you how I make my rice. You'll never mess it up that way. And it's actually gonna be super, well, the best consistency. So, grab a cup, any cup, and put some rice in the cup. That's the first step, super simple. And on the stove, if you guys can see the stove, I have my pot with nothing inside. Just the pot is under the fire, so I turned on the stove. So basically my pot is getting a little bit warmer because you want the stove to be a bit warm before putting your rice on there. So in most rices, well, all of them, you'll see in the back it says the ratio for rice and water. So this one, it says for 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. Simple. Alright, just go and check the ratio. This one is 2 for 1. A lot of them can be 1.5 for 1. It depends on the rice you have. So don't just follow a rule, but rather go and read in the back. So now 2 cups for 1. It doesn't have to be a real cup because I'm going to use the same cup for water. All you have to know is the ratio. So now we know that for every 1 cup of rice, 1 measure of rice, we have 2 measures of water. Simple. 1, I'm going to make 2 today. And 2. Yeah. Was thinking because I don't think I'm gonna finish it all, but it's alright. So let's say I put 2, which means I need to put 4 water. Now the pot is already warming up. I always like to have the pot already warming up, so when I put the water in, it boils right away. A lot of people will put oil first just so it doesn't stick. You could do that. That would be the best way, like the cooking style to do it. But because I'm in prep and I don't want the extra oil and the extra fat, I'll just put some rice. So this is for people that don't have a rice cooker. If you have a rice cooker, you don't need that, of course. You don't need that video. I really salt well because I love my rice very salty. And now, I'm gonna put 4 water. You hear that voice? This is actually what you want to hear. You want to hear that water boiling right away as soon as you put it. So we're going for 4. That's 2. That's 3. And let's get a bit more. And this is 4. It's pretty simple. And my heat is at maximum. Alright, the heat is at maximum. So I put the rice, I put the water, I put the rice, heat is on maximum. You grab a spoon and you want to mix a little bit just so it doesn't stick. So just mixing it up just so it doesn't stick. Guys, you follow those instructions, trust me, you'll have the best rice ever. No need for a rice cooker. And it's not gonna be mushy, it's not gonna stick, it's not gonna be overcooked, undercooked, because I'll tell you why. It's like this is a technique that I'll show you that one of my chefs showed me. So it's super simple. We're actually almost done because you don't want to just be like keeping the heat on and then keeping your eye on it all day. So that is why my technique is, I really love it. So now all I want is to get that water to boil. So if you cover halfway, the water will boil faster. Alright, so that's the next step, is getting the water to boil as fast as possible. You can put paprika, you can put really the spices that you like, you know. Some people like adding, I don't know, tomato sauce, Mexican style rice, whatever it is. So guys, I want you guys to give me some ideas for refeed. Today it's my high carb day. I had my banana bread, I had some cream of rice. I'm thinking of getting some smoked meat or ham or turkey slices and making some sandwiches. Maybe pasta. I don't know. I really need those carbs. I really feel it. I woke up this morning, I went working out, and then I'm like, I'm drained. I really need those carbs. Oats, but oats is something I'm having like daily, so. Also cream of rice. I want something new. Last week it was slices of ham and turkey slices. Turkey slices with sandwiches. I ate the whole loaf of bread. The whole loaf of sourdough bread. Yeah, if you're doing refeed with bread, make sure it's sourdough, guys, because if you just do either a whole grain with bread with a lot of fiber, you'll be super bloated. That's why I get mine sourdough white bread. So, still not boiling, but it's getting there. Because this was already warmed. I'm gonna have my rice maybe with some tuna and soy sauce. Or maybe I'll go buy a whole chicken, I don't know. It's crazy, when you diet down, the day comes when you're trying to refeed and eat more. It's like if it's the most exciting thing ever. You don't want anybody to call you and you just want to eat and chill. Let's go boil. So, I'm gonna put this back in. I like jasmine rice, but I also like basmati rice. Tell me in the comments what's your favorite style of rice. There is a rice called Kal Rose also that is pretty good. Some bodybuilders like the sushi rice because of the texture. I love the basmati rice with Persian or Middle Eastern food, kebab, stuff like that. But the jasmine rice is more for when I'm having it with tuna and soy sauce. Still not boiling, so up until it boils, keep mixing it. Keep mixing it, because you don't want it to stick. You don't want the rice to stick. Boom. Cover it halfway. Alright. And once it starts boiling, it's gonna be the easy. Actually, once it starts boiling, you'll see it's gonna be pretty much done. Because I'll show you what I'll do. So yeah, guys, I'm 14 days out, 13 days out, counting the days. Yeah. Counting the days. If you have never did a bodybuilding competition, guys, it's a good thing to do because it allows you to see another perspective of life and to push yourself and see what you're capable of and what you really need out of life. You know, we don't need as much as we think. That's the reality. In terms of relationships, in terms of food, in terms of connections, in terms of people, in terms of money, in terms of a lot of things, we don't need as much as we have. And that's why I'm thinking of moving to Thailand, guys. I'm thinking of going to Bangkok or Phuket or staying there for at least few weeks, few months. You know, I'm kind of fed up of the Western world, the Western society. It's not for me. You know, I came here 10 years ago to Canada. I had that kind of American dream, but lost myself in the process. So, and didn't gain much. So now it's boiling. I'll show you guys. I mean, make it a bit easier for you. So, as you see, now it is starting to boil. All I do is close it and turn it off. So now it's off and it's boiling, but it's closed, and that's it. You do nothing. You just keep the lid closed and you just leave it there because this is hot already down on the bottom. It's gonna keep cooking, and slowly but surely the rice will cook, the water will evaporate if needed, and the rice will soak up all the water, and that's it. So what could happen is that sometimes the water gets super hot and then it starts overflowing. That's why I'll put it halfway, but there's no more heat. So you just close it and you let it cook. Let it cook. You don't need to do anything because this is hot. This is already cooking. Now there's temperature in there. That's why you don't want to open this, and it's just gonna cook on its own. And that's how you'll get the perfect rice, guys. That's it. Pretty much it. Super simple. And yeah. So as I was saying, guys, yeah, thinking of leaving Canada. Let me guys know what you think. Where should I go? Where next? Should I go to Bangkok, Thailand, Mexico, Dubai? Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you live, if it's a good quality of life, if it's a good life. And that's it. I'm gonna let this rice cook and simmer and enjoy afterwards. See you guys soon. Ciao.